Listen up, folks. We're in the middle of a tech revolution. AI is changing everything, and it's creating a massive opportunity in data centers. These aren't your grandpa's server rooms. We're talking about the backbone of our AI-driven future. And right at the center of it all, Arista Networks. Arista isn't just another tech company. They're the ones building the highways for our digital world. Their switches and software are the secret sauce that keeps data flowing. And with AI exploding, Arista is in the driver's seat. They're not just riding the wave, they're making the surfboard. Arista isn't some fly-by-night startup. They've been in the game for years. And now, they're perfectly positioned for the AI boom. So, buckle up, investors. We're about to dive deep into Arista Networks. Let's rewind the clock a bit. Arista Networks didn't just pop up overnight. They've been grinding away since 2004. Founded by a dream team of tech veterans, they had a vision. They saw the future of networking, and they built for it. From day one, Arista focused on cloud networking. They knew that's where the world was heading. While others were stuck in the past, Arista was building the future. Their software-driven approach was revolutionary. It made networks faster, more reliable, and easier to manage. In a world of clunky hardware, Arista was sleek and nimble. But here's the kicker. Arista didn't just innovate once and call it a day. They kept pushing. Year after year, they rolled out new products, better switches, smarter software. They weren't content with being good, they wanted to be the best. All right, let's talk about the elephant in the room, AI. It's not just a buzzword anymore, it's real, and it's here. And it's hungry. Hungry for data, hungry for processing power. And that means one thing, a massive boom in data centers. We're not talking about a little uptick here, we're talking about an explosion. Every AI model, every chatbot, every self-driving car, they all need data centers. And not just any data centers, they need specialized AI data centers. These are beasts. They're packed with high-performance hardware. They need blazing fast networks, and that's where Arista comes in. Arista's not new to this game. They've been building high-performance networks for years. But now, their expertise is more valuable than ever. AI workloads are different. They need low latency. They need high bandwidth. And Arista's tech delivers both. Now let's talk numbers. Because in the end, that's what matters to us investors. And boy, does Arista deliver. Their financials aren't just good, they're mouth-watering. Let's break it down. Revenue, skyrocketing. In their last quarter, they hit $1.5 billion. That's up 54% year over year. Profits? Even better. Net income jumped 71% to $436 million. These aren't just good numbers, they're great numbers. They're the kind of numbers that make investors sit up and take notice. But it gets better. Arista's not just growing, they're doing it efficiently. Their margins are the envy of the industry. Gross margin? 60%. Operating margin? 37%. It means Arista isn't just bringing in cash, they're keeping it. And the stock market has noticed. Arista's stock has been on a tear. Over the past year, it's up over 100%. Why Arista Networks could be your next big winner. All right, we can see you're interested. But you're probably thinking, why Arista Networks? Why not one of the big tech giants? Well, let me tell you why Arista could be your golden ticket. First off, focus. Arista isn't trying to do everything. They're not building phones or electric cars. They do one thing, networking. And they do it better than anyone else. In the tech world, focus is power. It means they can move faster, innovate quicker. While the giants are juggling a dozen balls, Arista is laser-focused on perfecting their craft. Second, positioning. Arista isn't just riding the AI wave, they're enabling it. Every AI company needs what Arista's selling. It doesn't matter if it's Google, Amazon, or the next big AI startup. They all need high-performance networks. And Arista is the best in the business. It's like owning the toll bridge that everyone has to cross. Navigating the risks and challenges facing Arista. Now we know what you may be thinking, this just sounds too good to be true. And you're right to be skeptical. Every investment has risks, and Arista is no exception. So let's talk about the challenges they're facing. First up, competition. Arista might be the best, but they're not alone. Cisco, Juniper, they're all gunning for the same market. And they've got deep pockets. They can afford to slash prices, to outspend on R&D. Arista needs to stay on its toes. One misstep, and the competition could catch up. Then there's the tech industry itself. It's fast-moving. Today's hot technology could be obsolete tomorrow. Arista needs to keep innovating. They need to stay ahead of the curve. If they fall behind even for a moment, it could be game over. In tech, you're either growing or you're dying. Smart money moves for Arista. All right, you've heard the good and the bad. Now let's talk strategy. How should you approach Arista as an investment? Well, the Investment IQ Insights team has some tips for you. First off, think long-term. Arista isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a bet on the future of AI and cloud computing. That future is bright, but it won't happen overnight. You need to be patient. Think years, not months. If you're looking for a quick flip, this is not it. Next, consider dollar cost averaging. Arista's stock can be volatile. Instead of trying to time the market, consider buying in chunks over time. It smooths out the ups and downs. Plus, it lets you take advantage of dips. Remember, in the stock market, slow and steady often wins the race. Don't forget about diversification. Why Arista deserves your attention? Let's bring it all home. Why should Arista be on your radar? It's simple. They're at the intersection of two massive trends, cloud computing and AI. And they're not just participating, they're leading, they're innovating, they're driving the future. Arista's financials tell a compelling story. Strong revenue growth, expanding margins, a rock-solid balance sheet. These aren't just numbers. They're proof of a well-run company. A company that knows how to execute. A company that knows how to create value for shareholders. But it's not just about the past. It's about the future. And Arista's future looks bright. The demand for AI data centers is exploding, and Arista is perfectly positioned to capitalize on this trend. They have the technology, they have the expertise, they have the relationships. They're ready to ride this wave. Your next steps: dive deeper into Arista's potential. Well, if you're intrigued by Arista and you should be, it's time to dig deeper. Don't just take our word for it. Do your own research, read their earnings reports, listen to their earnings calls. Get to know this company inside and out. Check out what analysts are saying, but don't stop there. Look at what Arista's customers are saying. Are they happy? Are they expanding their partnerships? In tech, customer satisfaction is everything. It's the best predictor of future success. Consider reaching out to a financial advisor. They can help you understand how Arista might fit into your overall investment strategy. Remember, every investor situation is unique. What's right for one person might not be right for another. Finally, stay engaged. The story of Arista is still being written. New chapters are added every day. Keep watching, keep learning, and most importantly, keep thinking critically. If you liked the video, we bet you will like the other two videos now appearing on the screen. Go ahead and click on one of them right now.